Are you thinking about buying a property here in Portugal? Well, if you don't do these 3 things, you could end up with a home full of legal issues, massive problems, and worse, costing you thousands and thousands and thousands of euros. This video can save you from major regrets, and even experienced buyers get these points wrong. Imagine moving into your dream home in Portugal, only to find out the walls are full of moisture, the plumbing is ancient, or worse, the house isn't even structurally sound. It happens all the time to foreign buyers who skip a proper inspection. And trust me, not any inspector will do. Now, this might sound crazy to you, but most people who purchase a property in Portugal don't actually conduct an inspection by a licensed surveyor. The reason this is because they might go round on a viewing with the seller's agent and everything appears to be great. You know, it might be a new property or a fairly recently built property, or it could even be an old property that looks in fantastic condition. Now, even if that is the case, you must get an inspection done, because to the untrained eye, things can look perfect. It can be a brand new, highly spec property, but I have seen these types of properties have major structural flaws. So make sure that no matter what kind of property you're purchasing, you must get a licensed inspection. Now, not all surveyors and inspectors are made equal. There may be some who are new to the business, who haven't seen all that many properties, or even if they're coming from a different country and starting their business up in Portugal, they may not be familiar with what Portuguese construction looks like. Now, this is a massive issue, as any small detail that is like structurally missed or dampness missed up in the walls, or if there's something going on, can cost you tens and tens of thousands to repair. So you really must make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. And one more thing to always ask an inspector before they come and review your property is to make sure you see a previous report they've done on another property for a previous client. This way you can see how detailed they are, how many photos they take, how many things they review about the property, and much, much more. This way you can really see how diligent they are and if they're going to be doing a good job for you. If you're taking any value from this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out. Now, having helped many clients purchase a property in Portugal, I can tell you firsthand that every single transaction looks different from another. They all have different documents involved. There's pretty much always an illegal element to some property that needs to be solved before the escritura, which is the final deed. So it's essential that you have the right real estate lawyer on your side. Now, this comes to an issue that I see all the time, is that many buyers who come to Portugal, they think they can use the same lawyer who did their visa application for real estate. I highly recommend that you get a specialized real estate lawyer when working and buying a property here in Portugal. Now, the reason is because there are so many documents that they have to review and verify. Another thing that I highly recommend if you're working with a dual agent that represents the buyer and the seller in the transaction is don't work with the lawyer that they recommend, as they are also representing the sellers. And pretty much these agents, they're entirely aligned with the sellers. So make sure you have your own representation so you are fully protected during the transaction. Lastly, I recommend that you give the lawyers enough time to do all their due diligence on every single document so you're fully protected. So don't rush the process thinking that everything is okay and everyone's telling the truth and the sellers are completely above board. Just make sure that they have enough time to do everything professionally, and it's going to be a smooth process for you. Now, in Portugal, typical real estate agencies and agents work as dual agents during the transaction. That means they represent both the seller and the buyer in the transaction. Now, this causes a massive conflict of interest because all their incentives are aligned with the sellers. That means they want to get the sale done as fast as possible, and they want to get the price as high as possible, as they are paid entirely on commission. So make sure that you work with a buyer's agent that aligns their entire incentives with yours. That means negotiations, timing of the deal, allowing themselves to have access to the whole property market and aren't confined to all the properties they have listed on their website. As if you've started the process and looked on some real estate websites here and there, they only have a few listings on their website that they have access to, not the whole market. Whereas a buyer's agent has access to everything, meaning that they're not going to be biased towards one property over another. If you are interested in working with an exclusive buyer's agency, then we're called Portugal Buyers. We help clients and buyers from A to Z throughout the entire process and beyond. If you want to hear more information, then you can click the first link in the description below to book a free call with a member of our team. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.